When you start looking, when you go from doing a $3 million deal where I started, my first deal was $1.9 million, to looking at $1 billion deals, you're going to take the same trajectory. I promise you. I'm blessing you guys right now. This is what you're going to do. You're going to start with little deals. If you listen to me, you'll skip those, but you can start there if you wanted to. You want to eat Cheerios, you can, okay? Or you could just like, hey, let me go get the good stuff right now. I'm gonna eat off the top of the shelf right now. You just got to have imagination, right? And not be limited to like, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have the connections, I'm not in the environment, I don't know these people. Good. Well, you're going to get to know these people. If I know them, you can know them. And so when we have this trapped equity, I'm trying to do these big deals, and I'm like, I don't have the money to do them. So I want you to write this down. What do you have? Not what you don't have. What do you have, right? The question needs to go from, not I can't do it to how can I do it? Not what I don't have, what do I have? And or who has it? So we basically made a list. Who's got this money? Okay, without me selling my properties, because I do not want to sell my properties. Because if I sell my properties, I'm just going back to zero. I could sell the whole portfolio right now. I'm just going to go back to zero and have to start over again. I don't want to start from zero. I want to just add to what I have, right? So we made a list. We started talking to guys in the brokerage business. You got to get a mortgage broker. This guy, Pravesh, is a mortgage broker. How many have we been through, Ryan? How many names do you have? Pravesh?
8 or 9.
Yeah,
in the last 2 years.
Dude, never rely on one bank or one lender. You want more lenders than you got kids and wives and husbands. This is polygamy. Okay? So we just started making a list of lenders. We started out with, I started with a regional bank. I started with a local bank, San Diego National Bank in San Diego. They're out of business. They collapsed in 2010. They were taken down by the federal government. They were replaced by another group. The federal government gave a group in Minneapolis $500 million to buy the bank out. It's basically a takeover, a hostile takeover by the federal government, seizing property. The guy that owned the bank had $300 million he could put in the bank to fund the bank in 2010, and the federal government said, no, we're going to give $500 million to a guy in Minneapolis to buy you out. And it was federal money, tax dollars. Your money was funded to another guy, the club. They took this other guy out. I owed $50 million to the bank in San Diego. When the new bank came in, the new bank said, you need to pay your loans off. I'm not going to pay my loans off. Yeah, you're in violation. You have technical default. I've never missed a payment in my life. Oh yeah, but the asset values because of 2008 have collapsed. So, and your net worth has changed. And the world has changed. I'm like, yeah. And by the way, because you pay us is why we're here. We know you can pay. We know you have money. And I had a bunch of money sitting in a bank account, and they wanted to grab that money. That's what they wanted. Okay? The guys that didn't have money, they never called them. And I learned in 2010, I'm like, hey, don't have a bunch of money sitting around. You got money sitting around? They're going to come get that money. When shit goes to, when the world goes to hell, they go after people that have money, not people that don't have money. You want debt. You want lots of it. So when I had $50 million in debt, what I learned in 2010 was I don't have enough debt. I said, the next time this shit happens, I'm going to have $2 billion. I'm going to sink a ship. Okay? They're going to have to pay attention to me. Because if you're not big enough, they're not going to pay attention. Too big to what? Exactly. You guys need to get too big to fail. Don't hate on the system, man. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Learn the game and be a player.